Hey everybody, welcome back to our sustainable journey. I'm Steve. Today we are going to go back to our list of worm bedding material and we're gonna pick shredded cardboard. Someone once said, and I'll attribute this to Bentley Christie, who anyone in the worm industry knows, said that there's basically two types of bedding, a primary and a secondary. Certain bedding types are good for the primary means that like the worms will like it and things, but you're going to need a secondary because it's not going to be enough. Things like cardboard, they create the air and the breakup, so it's not compacted, but not necessarily the nutrition that the worms want. And so we're going to do a smaller set of shredded cardboard here, just maybe a half a pound of worms instead of the usual pound, just to see how they do. We'll give it, maybe a month or two. But in the grand scheme of things, these shouldn't be your only beddings, right? It's the same idea that you have a balanced diet, so your worms should have a balanced diet. You don't want to give them strictly cardboard because your castings aren't going to be as good as if you give them a full variety of bedding and food sources and things like that. It'd be like you eating nothing but Hot Pockets and Mountain Dew for the rest of your life. Probably not going to end well. So we want to do this stuff just to make sure that the bedding holds, the bedding's good. So I'm only running these experiments for maybe a month or two, probably 2 months. See how they do, see what works, what doesn't, and then we'll expand on it from there. So we're going to take this cardboard, I'm going to get it soaked because I like soaking cardboard because it just breaks down easier, it holds in moisture, and we'll get a bin set up. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so we have the cardboard in the bin here. I'm just gonna add some water. Watering the cardboard, and we'll let it sit for maybe a half hour until it soaks this up. We'll squeeze out any excess moisture like we do with the peat moss and the other materials. And then we'll go from there. All right. I will be back once this is sufficiently moist. Okay, so this stuff is sufficiently moistened. Feels really damp to the touch, but when you squeeze it, nothing comes out, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm going to fill one of our standard 15-gallon totes. Make sure that I squeeze out any juice. There really isn't a whole heck of a lot dripping out. But I kind of want a little bit of juice in there anyway to make sure that it stays moist. We'll get this thing filled up. We'll add some worms and we'll let them do their thing. Yeah, because I'll probably do a half pound of worms on this one. Because I don't know. I know other people have done this and it's worked out just fine. It just makes me nervous. Giving them strictly cardboard as a bedding. I'd rather them have something with a little bit more oomph to it as a food source. Although I guess we're going to give them food scraps, so they'll be fine anyway. I'm just overprotective of my worms, darn it. So, all right, let's get this wrapped up and we'll get some worms in there. Okay, the bin is full of paper. We probably have, I don't know, about 2-3 inches worth of paper in there, or shredded cardboard. So now I'm going to add 2 of these, which is roughly a pound of worms. So there we go. Come on, guy. another. We'll put them under the lights so that they burrow themselves in. We'll add some food scraps. Maybe I'll toss some more cardboard on top of that. And then we'll leave them alone, and we'll check back on them in probably a week or two. Make sure they're doing okay. All right, the worms are buried down. We got some food scraps in here from our food scrap program. I'm gonna add some more cardboard that we've let soak. We'll just cover it up a little bit so that these guys have like a safe space to hide and eat. You know, who doesn't like eating in private? And then we will just let them do their thing, and we'll just keep an eye on them. Check back, make sure they're doing okay, and that we still have at least, hopefully we have more than a half pound of worms when this is all said and done. Yeah, so stay tuned for more.